Hello, my name's Joe Johnson and I've been actively engaged in research into natural remedies for over 20 years. If you've got Trochanteric Bursitis, then you really need to listen because this crucial short video will directly affect you. What I have discovered about stopping Trochanteric Bursitis pain very quickly is cutting edge, and it just might be the untapped resource that you have been looking for. I'm going to show you how simple it is to quickly reduce or even stop the Trochanteric Bursitis hip pain, and just as importantly, how to switch on and speed up your body's own natural healing mechanisms without the need for surgery and without risking your health to expensive, useless and even dangerous drugs. Now, Emma Williams, she's the editor on this health site, she's urged me to share with you details of an astonishing discovery I've made about this bursitis hip pain. If you do have Trochanteric bursitis pain, what is actually going on? Well, think of it like this. Whether through wear and tear, or toxicity, or through an unfortunate accident, your bursa, which is the bag of fluid around your hip joint, it's become inflamed or damaged and it needs repairing. Now, if you've got a bursitis problem and you're suffering from the pain and the discomfort and the misery, you need to somehow stimulate your body's healing mechanisms into focusing on repairing your hip bursa. There's nothing else to do. Unless you find a way to stimulate your body's healing mechanisms without damaging your body's delicate immune system, then sooner or later you're going to end up losing the mobility in that joint altogether. So I want you to consider this. If you've been stressed or maybe overworked or taken drugs, including painkillers and anti-inflammatories, then your body's healing mechanisms is probably already weakened. And that's enough for the healing mechanism to be interrupted or even stopped altogether. See, once your joints become inflamed, you then experience this bursitis pain. Now, you may struggle to move the joint for months or even years. Now, some people with Trochanteric bursitis pain, if it's left untreated, they never function properly again. And to make things worse, if you use painkillers and anti-inflammatories to kill the pain around the hip joint, you'll have to swallow them, which means that the whole of your body's healing mechanism is now shocked and weakened even more by the toxic impact of these powerful pain-killing chemicals. And that's what they are, they're just chemicals. This is why painkillers and anti-inflammatories, they do appear to work for a day or two. But then the hip pain, the bursitis pain comes back worse than ever before. So you end up taking more pills. And in case you're in any doubt about the danger of modern painkillers and anti-inflammatories, now they're sometimes called non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, as if that makes it safe. According to a recent report by eminent US doctors, and you can see the proof below, in the United States alone, the total number of deaths caused by conventional medicine like painkillers and anti-inflammatories is 784,000 people, men, women and children every year. That's about 2,200 a day. So it's now evident that the American medical system is the leading cause of death and injury in the United States. Now that's the doctors saying that, not me. So I was desperate at finding a way of reducing and stopping the bursitis pain, but at the same time stimulating your body's healing mechanism into healing the bursitis as fast as possible, but without damaging in any way your incredible immune system. Okay? We take our immune system for granted, but you've got to look after it. So, I've seen so many people lose their mobility, and then it becomes they've lost their health. starting with simple conditions like bursitis pain. And even some people opt for expensive and painful surgery, and then things go wrong and it becomes tragic, and it's all so often avoidable. That's why I did my research. You see, human beings with trochanteric bursitis pain have been around for tens of thousands of years. I'm sure they didn't call it that, but they've been around for thousands of years. Drug companies have been around for about 100 years, and they don't want you to know what your ancestors knew. So my first step in research is always to go back into history to see how our ancestors treated it. And after a lot of reading, and I don't mean the usual herbalist research books. Now, whilst I can't reveal some of my sources, I've got secret access to some of the very best herbalist remedy books on the planet. Books that are literally all of them are kept hidden away by rich collectors, private libraries, specialist reference libraries, and even the drug companies have got some amazing herbalist books and they keep them hidden away. Now, I've also got access to books that modern science believes are just not worth looking at. These books have been written by people with zero medical qualifications. People who've lived in the wilds of nature, learning and practicing the secrets of Mother Nature each and every day of their lives. And these people have had herbal remedies passed down from one generation to the next, to the next, to the next, and it's because they work. And it was in one of these research books that I found clues to an ancient cure for trochanteric bursitis pain. And it was in a ramshackle bookshop in the south of France. The book was over 200 years old. Now, my French isn't very good, but fortunately, most botanical books are written in Latin, but my Latin isn't any good either. But I was able to recognise enough of the plant names. But I was puzzled. You see, there were several plants. Well, there were several interesting remedies in that book, but there was one remedy that stood out. And this remedy I found was for swelling and injury of the hips. And yet the plants I read about I had never considered for using for trochanteric bursitis pain problems. So I took note of the types of plants that we used and where they found the plants and how to mix the plants, how to prepare the stuff, and anything else that I could think of that would help me to make the remedy. Now, of course, I've heard of these herbs before and I've used them many times before, but I had no idea then that once mixed in the right combination, they would stimulate such an incredible pain relieving effect and an incredible healing effect directly into the bursa. Now, I knew that up till now, most natural remedies for bursitis pain are nothing more than a mild stimulant. They put chili in it, which warms up the skin, it stimulates blood flow to the joint, but it simply didn't affect the pain level as much or the healing mechanism very much to any degree at all. Now, sometimes it feels like it's helping a bit, but for bursitis pain, they simply don't work, they're just not strong enough. Now, I expected my research to last about 6 to 12 months, but I had a 100% proven remedy in 6 weeks. I wanted to test it for longer, but my conscience just wouldn't let me because every single client with hip bursitis problems and trochanteric bursitis pain were reporting amazing results, sometimes in just a few hours. So this remedy has been proven countless times now to quickly reduce trochanteric bursitis pain and rapidly speeds up the healing time of injured trochanteric bursitis. So, how do you use this remedy? You simply massage just a few drops. It's a clear, pleasant smelling remedy directly on to the hip. That's it. It'll take you about 5 seconds. And you do this at least 3 times a day. And finally, you must do this. You put a few drops of it onto the soles of your feet at bedtime. And that's it. It's that easy. So your healing will begin. Your pain levels will come down quite quickly. You'll no longer need the powerful and toxic pain-killing drugs that slaughter your immune system. And the prospect of painful and expensive surgery, well, hopefully that'll go away. Now, I've made the remedy so that it is simple, convenient and easy to use. It's very concentrated. So this small bottle will last you a long time. It doesn't look like much, but this remedy really does pack a wallop. You'll suddenly feel the joint improving. Within a few hours of using it, you'll notice that your joints feel different. And that's because your joints are getting better. And you'll soon have more mobility. You'll be getting your mobility back. And you can say goodbye to the sticks and the braces and the calipers and all that. Your joints will be returning to health. It'll take time, but it'll work. So this is convenient and it's easy to use. And you don't have to spend your day making expensive and time-consuming appointments with therapists and doctors and all of that, or discussing your problems with strangers down in the drugstore. It's just a small bottle. It'll fit straight into your pocket or your purse. So you can dab a few drops onto your joints during the day whenever you wish. Some of my clients have even used the remedy in conjunction with their support brace. They put the remedy on and put the brace back on top just for a while. The choice is yours. Now, I plan to launch the remedy called Trochanteric Bursitis, Doctor, with advertising, fancy packaging and sending it out to my small network of distributors. But I never got the chance. You see, word spread very quickly about the results that I was getting with this remedy. First of all, patients and then other herbalists came to my practice here and they literally demanded I make it for them. But unfortunately I couldn't because it wasn't so simple. You see, I tested a lot of different herbs and the only organic herbs which consistently stop the bursitis pain, well, it comes from the Middle East. So, in these war-torn, struggling times, can you imagine how hard it is to import a shipment from the Middle East, a shipment of herbs? You know, to say my ingredient supply is fragile, it's a bit of an understatement. So, but recently I did get enough ingredients for 3 batches. Now, I've made each batch by hand myself. I've measured the herbs, I've weighed the herbs, I've mixed the herbs myself, and I've blended the herbs myself. So I don't want you to worry about that. The Trochanteric Bursitis Doctor remedy that I make, it's of the highest quality. Now, I've handed over 2 of the batches to my trusted friend, Emma Williams. So, if you have got bursitis pain, then I strongly suggest you get this remedy, called Trochanteric Bursitis Doctor, before supplies run out. And before you inadvertently harm yourself in more of those painkillers or before you end up opting for surgery. Because like I said earlier, this remedy, it really does pack a wallop. You'll feel your joints improving within a few hours and you'll know your joints are getting better. But you've got to hurry. I normally only give this remedy to my personal clients and to fellow herbalists. I have never committed a single batch of this remedy to anyone else before. Now, Emma begged me not to let other herbalists or online stores know what we were up to till she had the stock. Well, now she's got the stock and it's going faster than we both imagined. So if you mess around or think you'll come back later or order later, you may miss out. And if you've got trochanteric bursitis pain, then that would be a horrible mistake. So don't let that happen. This is big for anyone with bursitis pain. If you truly want to get rid of your painful problem and get rid of it fast, this remedy, it'll instantly give you the power and the ability to treat your own bursitis, to stimulate your own healing mechanisms. And that's what's going to make you better. If you use this remedy, you will be free of joint pain and be able to move pain-free once more. That's the direction we're going in. So have a good look at the testimonials below to see how this remedy has helped men and women across the country to get rid of their bursitis pain and get rid of it very quickly. Now, maybe you've got a few understandable seeds of doubt, and that's fair enough. I mean, after all, you don't know me, we haven't met. So let me put your mind at rest so that you can experience this remedy completely risk-free for yourself. You can try this remedy risk-free for a full 90 days. And you don't risk a single penny trying this remedy for yourself, because you've got an ironclad, complete 90-day, unconditional, 100% money-back guarantee. And not only that, this remedy, it's a breakthrough. There's nothing else like it. So if it doesn't quickly and easily reduce your bursitis pain, or if you're not in any way completely satisfied, in any way at all, then I insist you send the remedy back to Emma, in any condition, and she will personally make sure you get a fast and full refund of every penny you paid for the remedy. No questions asked, no hassling you, nothing. And you can keep all the bonus books, a full set, as a thanks for trying the remedy. And you've got my word on that. Okay, so how much will this Trochanteric Bursitis Doctor remedy cost you? Well, I normally charge my clients $200 for an appointment plus $170 for the remedy, because it is handmade and it is organic. However, because you don't have to have an appointment with me, and appointments with me are pretty hard to get anyway, plus we're not using my offices, we're not using my staff, we're not using all the other expenses, I've agreed with Emma that it's fair to give you a 50% discount on this remedy. 50%. That means you can get your Trochanteric Bursitis Doctor remedy for just $87 and $5 shipping. That means you're going to save over $280. And not only that, Emma's asked me to give you some additional bonus gifts. So I'm giving you a full set of health ebooks. Now they're valued at $127, but they're only going to the first 100 who try the remedy. Now you can see the details of those books below, but I will say that set of books is worth more than the cost of this remedy. It's an amazing offer. So this is the first time, and maybe the last time, that the Bursitis Doctor has ever been sold for less than $170. You see, $87 is less than the price of a course of useless and dangerous painkillers, and it's even less than the price of a visit to the doctor. And $87 is definitely less than the price of painful surgery, which you might need unless you get your joints sorted. So, this is risk-free, completely risk-free. If you order now, whilst you're still on this page, whilst Emma's still got the stock, simply click on the link below. Emma will look after you. And if you've got any questions about the bursitis pain or about this remedy, you can write to me at any time. So simply click on the link below and Emma will get your remedy in the post to you today, risk-free. And I look forward to helping you get rid of your pain for the rest of your life. Okay? Bye for now.